Okay, so today we're going to prove the 45, 45, 90 triangle theorem, which states that in a 45, 45, 90 triangle, the legs L are congruent, and the length of the hypotenuse H is the square root of 2 times the length of a leg. So basically what we're trying to show is if triangle ABC is a 45, 45, 90 triangle, then the legs have equal length L, right? And the hypotenuse H is equal to L times the square root of 2. So let's go ahead and start the proof. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw a 45, 45, 90 triangle, but leave everything blank because we want to get to these, right? So let's go ahead and do that right here. So let's go ahead and draw a 45, 45, 90 right here. 45, 45, 90. That's about 45, 45, 90. Okay. And then let's go ahead. We're going to assume that this is a 45, 45, 90, where this is A, B, and C, right? And our goal is to get this triangle to look like this triangle, right? So we're going to assume triangle ABC is a 45, 45, 90 triangle, right? Well, we know that since the measure of angle A equals 45, the measure of angle B is equal to 45, right? This implies, by the isosceles triangle theorem, that AB, right? AC is equal to BC, right? We know that this length is equal to this length, so we can just let AC have a length of L and BC have a length of L since they have the same length. And that's one step closer to getting our theorem done, right? So we can let AC equal BC, which equals L, and we'll let AB equal H, right? H for hypotenuse. And we're just trying to get that H to equal L times the square root of 2, right? If we can get that, then we've proven the 45, 45, 90 triangle theorem. Okay, so we know that triangle ABC is a right triangle. So this implies, by the Pythagorean theorem, that L squared plus L squared is equal to H squared, right? Leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. So we have 2L squared, so this implies we have 2L squared is equal to H squared. So what we can do is we can take the square root of both sides of this. So this implies that the square root of 2L squared is equal to the square root of H squared. And what we can do is we can split this up. So we can write this as, so I'll put L squared first. So this is the square root of L squared times the square root of 2, right? And this is equal to, and of course we know the square root of H squared is just H, because we know H is always positive. So the square root of H squared will just be positive H. And the same thing over here, we know the length of L is always going to be positive. So we know the square root of L squared is just L. Square root of 2 will be equal to H, right? So we have found H to be equal to L times the square root of 2. And that's exactly what we wanted. We've proven that if we have a 45, 45, 90 triangle, that both legs have the same length, and the length of the hypotenuse is the length of each leg times the square root of 2. And that is the proof of the 45, 45, 90 triangle theorem.